On a warm summer evening, the sun has just set and the last traces of daylight fade into deep blue. The air feels still, filled only with the quiet sound of crickets and the rustle of leaves moving gently in the breeze. You walk outside, and at first the darkness seems complete, a blanket covering everything in silence. But then, from the corner of your eye, something remarkable begins to appear. Tiny golden sparks floating just above the grass. One flashes for only a second. Then another flickers a short distance away, and then dozens more begin to glow all around you. They seem to rise and fall in the air like glowing embers carried by the wind. Yet there is no fire, no smoke, only living light. The sight almost feels unreal, as though the stars themselves have decided to drift down from the sky and join you in the meadow. These tiny lanterns drift in and out of view, their lights blinking in patterns that seem both random and strangely purposeful. And as you watch, it becomes clear that this is not just nature showing off, but a mysterious language written in flashes of light. They are fireflies, ordinary beetles, yet extraordinary creatures, with a gift that has fascinated humans for countless generations. In ancient times, their glow was thought to be a spark of magic, guiding spirits through the night, or protecting travelers from danger. Poets wrote about them as fallen stars. Lovers compared their light to fleeting moments of passion, and children chased them through the fields. Even today, no matter how much science has revealed, their glow still feels enchanting, a reminder of how strange and beautiful the natural world can be. But behind the wonder lies a scientific puzzle. What purpose does this glow serve, and why do these small insects light up the night? This is not just a question of beauty, but of survival, communication, and evolution. A story hidden inside every flicker of firefly light. So let's begin our journey into the darkness and uncover the real reason why fireflies glow at night. When you see a firefly glowing in the night sky, it feels almost magical, as if nature is putting on a show just for us. But if you look closely, a firefly is not some mystical spirit. It is a beetle with 6 legs, 2 wings, and a small, fragile body. What makes them special is found at the very end of their abdomen, where nature has built a tiny lantern that no other beetle carries. This lantern is not made of glass or fire, but of living cells that can produce light through chemistry, working like a natural lamp. Unlike a candle or a light bulb, there is no heat, no burning flame, only a soft, cold glow that scientists call bioluminescence. The firefly's body contains a substance called luciferin and an enzyme called luciferase, each stored carefully until they are needed. When these two meet inside the lantern cells and oxygen from the air is added, a chemical reaction takes place that feels almost like magic. The result of this reaction is pure light, yellow-green, golden, or sometimes even red, depending on the species of firefly and where it lives. What's astonishing is that nearly all of the energy goes directly into producing light, making it far more efficient than any light bulb we humans have ever created. It is as if evolution crafted the perfect little lamp, glowing brightly in the dark, millions of years before electricity was even discovered. So while the glow of a firefly might look simple and effortless, it is powered by one of the most elegant pieces of natural engineering on Earth. And the real mystery is not just how they glow. We now understand the chemistry, but why they glow, and what secret messages are hidden inside those flashes of light. When night falls and fireflies begin to glow, they are not just lighting up the darkness for fun. Each flash, each flicker is a signal, part of a secret conversation written in light. Male fireflies fly slowly above the grass and trees, sending out a specific pattern of flashes that belong only to their species. Some blink in quick bursts, others glow with a long, soft pulse, and each rhythm is like a signature that says, "This is who I am, and I am searching for a mate." Down below, the females wait quietly in the tall grass, watching the patterns with patient attention. When a female sees a signal that matches her species, she answers back with a smaller flash of her own, timed so perfectly that the male knows she is ready to respond. It is a call and response, a glowing dialogue carried out in the stillness of the night, repeated again and again until the two find each other. Within moments, entire fields can light up with dozens or even hundreds of tiny lanterns, flickering back and forth, turning the meadow into a silent dance of light and communication. To human eyes, the patterns may look random, but to fireflies, each flash is meaningful, carrying information about species, identity, and even strength. But these flashes are not only for romance. Some fireflies have turned this beautiful signal into a dangerous trap. There are species where the female mimics the flash of another kind of firefly, luring the unsuspecting male closer, only to capture and eat him when he arrives. To the male, the light promised connection and survival of his genes. Instead, it became his last mistake. So in the mysterious world of fireflies, light is both love and deception, a code that carries the promise of new life or the risk of sudden death. And what may look to us like random sparks in the darkness is, in fact, one of nature's most intricate and dramatic languages. At first glance, the glowing body of a firefly might seem like a dangerous idea. After all, why would a small insect want to make itself more visible to the predators of the night? Yet nature often works in surprising ways, and in this case, the glow is not a weakness. It is a warning. For many animals, bright colors or unusual lights signal danger, telling them, "Do not eat me, I am toxic or unpleasant." And fireflies belong to this group. Their bodies contain bitter-tasting chemicals that make them highly unappetizing to birds, lizards, and other creatures that might otherwise see them as an easy meal. By glowing in the darkness, they are sending out a clear message. I am not worth the risk. Experiments have shown that once a predator tastes a firefly even once, it quickly learns to avoid the glowing insects in the future. In this way, the soft golden flash of a firefly works like a shield, protecting it from harm without the need for claws, venom, or speed. And unlike many other insects that must hide in the shadows, fireflies can move freely through the night, their light acting as both a beacon and a barrier. It is a beautiful example of how evolution can turn something as delicate as a flicker of light into a powerful defense. So when we see a meadow filled with glowing sparks, we are not just watching a romantic dance, but also a silent warning system, one that has helped fireflies survive for millions of years. For as long as humans have watched the night sky, we have also watched the flickering lights of fireflies. In many cultures, these glowing insects have been symbols of hope, love, and even the souls of ancestors returning to visit the living. Ancient Japanese poetry compared their glow to fleeting moments of beauty, while Native American stories saw them as sparks stolen from the fire to light the darkness of the world. In rural villages across Asia, children once collected jars full of fireflies to use them as tiny living lanterns, carrying them through the night like magical lamps. Even today, people gather in parks and fields just to witness the spectacle of hundreds of fireflies flashing together, creating one of the most enchanting sights in nature. But beyond myth and wonder, science too has been captivated by their glow. Researchers discovered that the same chemical reaction that lights up a firefly's abdomen can be used in laboratories as a tool to study cells, diseases, and even cancer. The enzyme luciferase, taken from fireflies, has become a powerful instrument for modern medicine and biotechnology. In this way, the soft golden flashes in the night are not only beautiful, they have helped us unlock secrets about life itself. So when we watch fireflies drifting across a summer meadow, we are also witnessing a bridge between the worlds of myth, wonder, and science. As the night deepens and the fireflies continue their glowing dance, it is hard not to feel a sense of wonder. Each tiny flicker of light carries a story of communication, of survival, of love, and of warning. What looks to us like simple beauty is, in truth, the result of millions of years of evolution, refining a perfect system of light without heat. It is a reminder that nature often hides its most incredible inventions in the smallest of creatures, waiting for us to notice. The firefly's glow teaches us that survival can be elegant, that communication can be silent yet powerful, and that science and wonder are never far apart. So the next time you find yourself outside on a summer night, pause for a moment and watch the fireflies. See their gentle sparks drifting across the darkness, and remember that you are witnessing one of nature's most remarkable performances. A living lantern, glowing not for us, but for its own mysterious purposes, yet still filling our hearts with awe. And that is the magic of fireflies. They turn the night itself into a story, written in light, a reminder that even the quietest creatures can illuminate the world in unforgettable ways.